I wasn't sure what to do, but I held hold of her shirt. I was just terrified that the shirt would rip.
We're learning new details about how a young man risked his life to save a teenage girl and a man who were drowning at La Jolla Cove. It was breaking news last night at 11.
10 News reporter Emily Valdez spoke with a rescuer and is live in La Jolla Cove. Emily, he jumped on impulse to save them.
Yeah, you can see people often come out here, they stand on the cliffs, and usually there isn't any problem. Somehow last night, these two people ended up over the side of this cliff and in that water below.
She was unconscious. Her stomach seemed to be bloated from all the seawater. Her face was blue.
Jacob Petty says the calls for help Friday evening at La Jolla Cove seemed distant and muffled by the waves. Petty and a friend were on the cliff above, taking in the view before a dinner reservation.
Well, I think the water was very rough, so you heard like one yell for help and then be silent for a while, and then you hear another yell for help.
Then his friend looked in the water and saw the 20-year-old man and 16-year-old girl struggling to swim in the waves. Petty climbed down to help the dark-haired girl while his friend called 911.
By the time we got down to the rocks, the person yelling, the male, he was nowhere to be seen. We think he was dragged under the water.
Petty took off his shirt and shoes and swam about 10 feet out to help the girl.
You know, I didn't have any training. I wasn't sure what to do, but I held hold of her shirt. I was just terrified that the shirt would rip.
The problem, getting her to shore. His friend helped pull her up on the rocks. The lifeguards showed up in minutes and found the man. He, too, was unconscious. Lifeguards did CPR on both of them.
I know, we pulled her out. She was unconscious. The lifeguards, we got her to talk, but she was kind of mumbling. She wasn't making a lot of sense. So she still wasn't cognizant by the time they life flighted her.
No one knows how the two ended up in the water in the first place. So you see people swimming in the water right now. I spoke with lifeguards and they tell me that this is actually a sanctuary. It's one of the safer places to swim in our area, except there were some big waves yesterday, so that may have had an impact. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to show you how we think, or we know, that the girl accidentally ended up in the water. And one more thing, we don't have an update on their condition. I have a call into the hospital, but they have not gotten back to me yet. I'm live in La Jolla. Emily Valdez, 10 News.